You gotta be impressed. You can see Oscar De La Hoya waving his net worth around. If you don't know, he just launched a TV channel, a Spanish language TV channel, which is also going to show documentaries, Spanish travel stuff, things like that, and also show combat sports boxing. Now I'm thinking to myself, he signed a whole lot of prospects recently, and I'm thinking that's the channel he's going to use to get his prospects off the ground. Now understand what I'm saying here. Oscar De La Hoya has a network, a channel, something that Al Heyman is trying to achieve, from my understanding. So you have to look at this and say, this is extremely big news. He has a channel. Now, I can understand how people are saying, how did he get a channel with his questionable past? That's the crazy thing. That shows me, people have faith in him and he's focused, because he can't go, being a person he was before in the past, getting high and all that type of crap, and then he's got his own channel, This is something big. And also, channels cost a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen, because it is mostly guaranteed that Oprah lost a lot of money. Tyson, is that his name? That's why I don't even watch Tyler Perry. I can't stand that guy. But basically, he's trying to get his own network. And what people the problem people run into is getting the finances to do so. Now, Oscar De La Hoya's channel is going to be available on Comcast, Dish Network, the Dish, and basically, all your major, and I'm talking about American cable networks. I mean, not cable networks, cable companies, or satellite companies. So when I think, well, how is he doing after losing all those Al Heyman fighters, or allowing all those Al Heyman fighters to leave? Well, if you think about that, he is promoting still Deontay Wilder, who's the WBC champion of the world. He's got Leo Santa Cruz solely to himself that he would love to feed to some big fighters. Some big name fighters like Rigondeaux, Carl Fred, the Scott Quigg. Who else? Forgot who else. He's got David Lemieux, who is going to be providing big ratings and big knockouts for about a year or so before you throw him in there with a big name. Of course, you got Saul Canelo Alvarez, who's desperately trying to get a fight on May the 2nd. It is said that he's not getting a fight by Bob Arum because he wrote some letters or said some bad shit about Cotto. And frankly, me knowing Cotto to be the person I know him to be, I'm thinking like that's probably is why. Cotto probably got those letters. It's like, this is so unprofessional. I'm not fighting. Now I'm going to make him wait. And Cotto already didn't like the fact that he was talking all that Cinco de Mayo stuff. Cotto is not Mexican. People say, why did he turn El Cinco? He's not Mexican, So he don't so therefore, if he's not Mexican, he's probably thinking to himself, I understand it'd be big money on that date, but that doesn't mean I want to fight on that date. Why are you speaking for me? So I can understand the frustration, with Oscar De La Hoya, because sometimes his tweets and his messages to the media be up and down. He says he predict that Mayweather versus Cotto is going to be next, which got the social media on fire. And then Dan Rayfield went running with it too. And I remember I was saying it like a week ago. People were like, no, it ain't going to happen. Because about a month ago. And people were like, it ain't going to happen and everything. I'm just reporting the news. Don't shoot the messenger, all right? All right? I know people, just think that it's come up here and making this stuff up, or whatever the case may be. But I say this. All information I present to you is right out there for you to find out for yourself. So if you want to ask me right now, is Mayweather versus Pacquiao happening? Then I'm going to say yes. Simple as that. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. From my understanding, it's going to be called De La Hoya TV, which is crazy. Just named it after himself. But go ahead. Oprah named her channel after herself. So you got De La Hoya TV, which is going to be showing combat sports, boxing, of course. And no telling what else is going to be on that channel. He may be able to get some big, promotional names coming to that channel. So he pulled his own power move, outside of Al Heyman having all those fighters on NBC. De La Hoya has his own channel, something that Al Heyman would love. That's crazy, right? Crazy. But you got to understand the business side of it to understand what I'm talking about. When I'm thinking, what if Al Heyman and De La Hoya put on the biggest fights together and they had their own channel? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. It's like, goddamn. It's too bad, that both of these guys have their own different plans and everything. And me personally, I ride more with De La Hoya because I know he wants big super fights. Whereas in Heyman, he's trying to maximize the profit of the fighters. And I understand that. But at the same time, somebody's got to win and lose. And in that case, the fighters win and the fans lose. So it is what it is. T Street Controversy Live.